Hello, hello, sweet day to you wherever you may be. I come to you today with some big news, with deep gratitude, and some opportunities that I want you to know about. So without further ado, what I want to share with you first, if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out, is my new website. This has been in the works on the back end. And the whole reason that I'm doing this is to be able to be of higher service to you through everything that I'm offering, everything from Yoga Church to Radical Self-Care Roadmap to Rising with Britt B. Steele, our free online Facebook community, and of course, Pilgrim, which is 7 years running this year. And then there's also some big news that's coming in January, which I'm not going to quite speak about yet, but I'm just planting those seeds that there's some magic brewing. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead here and jump right in here and add you to the stream. And what I want to do is show you what's going on. So if we go into the browser and you find your way to brittbsteele.com, you're going to find your way right here. This is the new and exciting website. Super exciting as the bell rings outside. I think it's pretty exciting to the garbage collectors as well. Bienvenida a Mexico, huh? Okay, so over here, there's a little button on the far right that says more. There's also this button that says Yoga Church, Immersions, Retreats, and Connect. So Connect is where you can reach out to me and say hello. Share with me your dreams, your visions. Tell me what's missing. Tell me what's frustrating in your life on my website, in my offerings. Tell me what you're loving, what you want more of, because I want to make you happy. I want to bring you what it's going to take in order for you to rise into your next best and highest evolution. And that's what this is all about. So let's jump right in here. So if you click on Yoga Church, here's what you're going to find. There's the Yoga Church page. And so I'm just going to scooch this over a little bit here. And so if you register for Yoga Church, so this will take you to your Sunday morning class, you're going to see what is the first available offering. So because today is Tuesday and our class for next week is not yet up, this is last week's class. You can still register for last week's class. So let's just do that for pretend. So here it is. Yoga Church 516, The Simple Practice, Sukha. So right here, learn more or register. Let's go ahead and register. Right away, if you already, quote unquote, own this product, it's just the way these web things work. If you already have registered for this class in the past, you just sign on in. Your computer's going to recognize it if you've been here before, and it'll come up a little bit differently, and I'll show you that in a moment. So if I come on in here and I say, I'm Britt, and I'm Steele, and I want to go to class, and I'm going to do Britt at brittbsteele.com. And today you have options. Register with $15 donation, register with $30 donation, register with $108 donation. That helps pay forward for those individuals who might not be able to be donating at this time, or if you just have it to give and you want to contribute to the ways in which that we are paying these classes and these teaching forwards, you can do that. I'll talk a little bit more about what that looks like as well. Or for today, for the purpose of me laying out the practices, you can also register without a donation. So I say I agree to the terms of privacy, and now I'm here. So now my login and my password are the same. My username is my email. My password is my email. You're going to get in there all the time. Look at this. There it is. Now you are registered. You, quote unquote, own this class. And so the live link is always going to be a little bit further down. You see this? There's the live session link in big letters when you scroll down. You will always have your practitioner's notes. If you've not yet looked at your practitioner's notes, you want to take a few moments. I promise you, you want to tease through these practitioner's notes. It's just a few pages, but it talks about the components of the practice. It talks about what we do when we come together, what you really need so that you're comfortable and you get the most out of the practice, and how you prepare yourself personally for this practice. There's tips. There's insights about me, so you know what it's all about. There's the mantras that we're practicing. Here's the opening mantra. Here's our closing mantra. and there it is. And that is always going to live right there. So if we go on and scooch on back out of this and go back to our website, just click right on up here, bsteele.com. I want to show you a few other things. So make it a little bit bigger. If we come down here, you'll see that you have a few other options on the website. First of all, you can go into the immersions. Immersions are going to show you the primary things that I offer. And so again, this has been how I've been thinking about how I can be of the highest service to you and to give you the best of my best and to be able to share with you the teachings that have come in and through me with you in all ways. And there's a few ways that that's possible. Number one, there are freebies on this website. I have loaded it with freebies, and you will find these hidden jewels. It's like an Easter egg hunt loaded within the website. And I'm not doing that to be sneaky at all, but you'll just happen across things as you're in there. Don't worry about entering your email 6-7 times. You'll get 6-7 downloads, and you'll just be added to the list one time if you use a single email. So for example, there's a lovely little getting started guide. If you've fallen away from the practices, or if you're just looking for a few ways in which that you can turn up the volume on your presence and the impact that you're making in your life, I say go ahead and download that. You also have the Radical Self-Care Roadmap, which is going to be launching again in August. So if you didn't join us the first time and that's something that is of interest to you, you can go right on in here and click the Learn More button, and it'll tell you a little bit about it, and then you can join the wait list so that you are first to hear about it when registration opens. Now, Pilgrim, of course, happens right after Radical Self-Care Roadmap this year. And then there's a surprise coming in January that I'll talk more about as we get closer to that time. It's something I've been working on in a dream that I've been having. And it has to do with what do we do when we want to have continued access to the teachings and to the practices and to me and to our community. So that's coming down the pipeline. Also, I have one opening available still in our alignment coaching. So I want you to consider that for yourself. I take on a maximum of 5 people each year. That is my maximum for this because it's a 3 to 6 month or more commitment. More than 50% of my clients stay with me for more than 6 months. So just so you know about that. And so all you do with that is schedule a discovery call and we can talk about all those details, but it's all right here for you to check out. And then the other little thing that I want to show you on here, and you can just wander around here because there's lots of beautiful things and opportunities, is if you scroll right on over to this button on the far right that says more, you're going to see that you can go to the blog. And why is this important? This is important because you got lifestyle right here. Click on that. Anew, nut butter cups, now, here, pressure, crazy, where you start to look at these spiritual teachings, you look at these practical tools, you look at the modern science, you put them all together and you use them in a way that supports you in your life. So that's the lifestyle piece. The other one that you want to know about, right, is you come on over here. We were already in there. I'm going to go back over there. I clicked out by accident. There's food, right? This is a big darn deal. Chai tea, buttermilk biscuits, split pea soup, chocolate chip cookies, blueberry lemon bread, burrito bowl. I'm going to keep populating that with the recipes that have moved me and have moved students over the years on retreat. I'm all about dessert for breakfast. You know that already. I'm all about really healthy options. I'm all about keeping it simple, and I'm all about clean living and clean food. So that's what that's all about. And then it goes a little bit deeper and a little bit crazier when you get into yoga and spirituality, because you know me, I go a little bit on the radical side of things. Hence Radical Self-Care Roadmap. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew all about these offerings that are on the website. And then finally, this is a big one. I'm going into retreats over here, the button on the right, and I'm going to share with you the Soul Escape Retreat because we already have had 7 people here on retreat for Soul Retreat, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scheduled in the next few months. And I had another call this morning for 3 more to come in. So I want to talk a little bit about this because this is not going to go on forever. This is a super special opportunity. I live in the center of Merida. I live in the safest city in all of the Americas, second to Quebec. This city in Mexico is safer than any city for violent crimes in the United States. Look that up. It's kind of crazy. So the reason that that's important is because I'm right in the middle of the city. I'm in a historic home that was built probably 200 years ago. And I am in a hub of Mayan civilization, cenotes. If you don't know what those are, look those up, Cenote. Here's a picture of one right here for you to get a sample of this. There I am right there, and here's 2 of our retreat guests. This is one of the ruins, the Mayan ruins. They are everywhere. This is a stunning and beautiful place. It is rich with opportunity for you. And so right now what's happening is I'm offering soul retreats in my home. And like I said, once we build a retreat center, this is not going to continue. This is what's happening right now because the time is right and people want to come and I want to be of service. So if you're interested what your options are, you scroll right on down and you can see what's available right here. The Secret and the Sacred, the Sage Woman, and the Evolution of Love. Those are the 3 options, but I will say it's customizable. So if you're like, oh, I want a little bit of Evolution of Love and a little bit of the Secret and the Sacred, we'll just put it all together. These are just starting points. So please know that this is available to you. Scroll on down, send me an email, Brit@BritBSteel, or just scroll right on back up to the top and go ahead back into that navigation and you can connect with me and drop me an email right there. So that is it. I want to make sure that you know that this is what is available to you. The other thing that I want you to be aware of is that we have on Facebook a free community, and I show up there and do teachings once a week on average. Something I'm dropping in once a week on average. And there's a rich and beautiful community of individuals who are there sharing what inspires them, sharing what's helping them rise into their next best and highest evolution, talking about what they're doing in their kitchens, what they're doing in their relationships, what they need support on. And we are all just right there holding each other in sacred space, holding each other in community and in sisterhood so that we can rise into our next best and highest evolution. So please feel free to join us on Facebook. All you do is scroll on down on my website and you'll find it, and or just go to Facebook and put in the search button Rising with Brit B. Steele. And then you go ahead and say, hey, I want to join. I want to be part of that community, and it's free and you can be a part of that community. It's a great way for you to know what's available to you. Go right on over to my YouTube channel as well, Brit B. Steele. There's lots of free teachings over there. I want you to be nourished. I want you to be fortified, and I want you to know what's available to you. And the last little bit, I want to step back and say a little bit more about Sunday yoga. 2 pieces. One is that yesterday we had an entirely new internet wireless system put into this little funky, amazing casita here in the center of Merida because it was necessary. And so we've been working with what was here and it just wasn't working. And I want to make sure that your Sunday morning yoga church is as clear as this recording is, which is live right now. I'm recording it live. So your Sunday morning practice, your yoga church from this point forward is going to be this good or better. I promise you. So that's what's going on. And then I also want to talk a little bit about what happens with your donations. So when you make donations to Yoga Church, there's a few things that happens. Each month I spend about $500, 500 US dollars. We go to a place called La Comer. It's a place, it's a big warehouse for food. And I buy lentils and toothpaste and oil and beans and oats and tortillas and soap and laundry soap and sugar, and trying to think of what else in the bag. And we fill up these bags, and every day, because I'm a have in a have-not world. You, beloved, are a have in a have-not world. You might be insulated by a lot of others who have, but you are a have and a have not world. And so I have people knock on my door every single day. And when they do, I hand them a bag of food. I also hand out probably $50 a month in cash. We hand out money to those who have small children. We hand out money to those who cannot work. We hand out money to those who are sick, because the infrastructure here in Mexico is not the same. It's not the same in the United States. There are no strong and potent social service programs. So that is what your donations go toward, in addition to a level of sustenance for me and my business, because what we're doing here is we're paying for things like StreamYard, which is what I'm using right now in order to be able to be here and to go live with you. The email provider has a monthly service so that I can send you emails and education. There are updates to technology, and there are back-end tech folks who are helping me out. Andrea helps me out in New Jersey. She's Mexican. She's my business partner, but she's also here helping me out with all sorts of little back-end things. So your donations are essentially creating a nourishment, a river of possibility here for myself and for the community, so that we can be of high service, so that I can continue to offer you high quality teachings, so that I'm able to say, you know what, this internet service isn't working. Come on in here, clean it out. Doesn't matter if I'm paying double. I need to have an internet service. We'll worry about canceling that contract another time. This is a lot of information, but I'm just telling you why it's happening and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So there it is. I'm just loving you. We also have a high and mighty dream to be building a retreat center in the Yucatan that is just for you. And so those seeds have been planted, and we continue to move in that direction as well. And so all my extra pennies are going toward that. And I'm living in a sweet little humble home where you can come and be a part of my community. And I will share with you everything I got today and always, and as long as I'm on this planet. So that's what I have for you today. If you have any questions, please email me, brit@britbsteele.com. Please join me in the Facebook group. Please check out the new website. Please consider joining us for Radical Self-Care Roadmap and Pilgrim. Join me on my YouTube channel, Brit B. Steele on Facebook, Brit B. Steele on Instagram. I'm Brit B. Steele, and I'm here to help you rise and shine into your next, best, and highest evolution. Big love to you wherever you may be. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your love and our deep and rich connection and community. Mwah. Ciao.